Welcome back to the Digital Fishbowl, your source for never-ending Diablo 2 gameplay. I know it's been a little while since I brought you my inaugural episode here, but we've had this Diablo 2 stream now going for almost 2 weeks, I think it's been, and it's been running as close to 24/7 as possible. So hopefully you've had a chance to check out the gameplay here, and you can see I've got it running in the background now. But what I'm going to do with this episode is I'm going to do a quick check-in, and we're going to take a look and see just how our character has done so far. So she's been running here. She started off, obviously much lower level than she is today. I've been trying to keep that updated there on the side. But when she logs into the game here, this next game, I've got her set to go ahead and stall out. So she's going to stall, and I'm going to go ahead and take over the gameplay. And we're going to clear out the explanation text there. And we can go ahead now and just take a look at the different things that she's gathered. You may recall we got a couple of items. I think it was the amulet and the weapon from that friendly stranger early on. We also then found ourselves a Tails belt and a Tails helm. So we've now got everything but the armor. So that's really what we're looking for, because once we get a full set of Tails, that's about the only time that a sorceress can really handle hell difficulty without too much trouble of her own. She's doing pretty good so far here, just running like Act 1, a little bit of Act 2. I don't know if she's made it all the way into Act 3 yet, though, because it's just pretty tough for her to do. So we've got her, doing what she can here in hell. She's great if I want to send her back to Nightmare. She'd do just fine there. Now, if we look at what she's got in her inventory, she's got some war boots, and we know that those are gore riders, but we can go ahead and identify them to see that for ourselves. And gore riders, it's the enhanced defense that you're looking for there. I think the max is 200. These are 162, so they're not great or anything, but still worth hanging on to, because at some point we might want to build a Smite Paladin. That's a good set of boots for a Smite Paladin. Over here, we also have found ourselves a Harlequin Crest Shako, mostly often just called a Shako. This one, again, it's going to be the defense that varies. Not too bad, not too great. We found ourselves a Mara's Kaleidoscope Amulet with a 24 resistance. That ranges from 20 to 30, so 24 kind of in the middle there. Some different small charms with poison, life, mana, and magic find that we've found. And then, of course, the runes. That's the other big thing we're looking for, is we're trying to get up to high runes, because at some point what we want to do is we want to transition to a paladin. We want to do a Hammerdin, because that will be the better bot to run. The Hammerdin can run hell pretty easily. It doesn't really struggle because it has the resistances from the shield. But what we need to do that is an Enigma. We need the Enigma to allow them to teleport. So we're going to need a Jaw rune. We're going to need a Burr rune to make that happen. Right now, looks like the highest rune we've gotten to is a Gull. Oh, no, actually, we found a Sir. I forgot about that. The other day, we did find a Sir. And if I remember correctly, it's 2 Sirs to make a Burr rune. So, that would be a good one to find a second one of, or at least to cube up to. So what we're doing is we're cubing runes. So that's why we got all these random gems, because when you have 3 of a rune, you can combine it with the right gem to upgrade it to 1 of the next rune higher. So that's how we're getting our runes here. Finding them is whatever we can find, and then upgrading them into what we need. So we've got a mule going already, so let me go ahead and fire that guy up here, because we've gotten a few other items that we found that we've sent to the mule, and we need to send some items to the mule here. So we'll get that game going here. Give me just a moment. So now that we're in the game again, or we're in the game together, I can show you, let's see, can I show you the mule screen? Let's try this real quick. So now you are seeing my mule. At least you should be. Let me see. Yep, you're seeing him. So on the mule, you can see I'm already full. I need to get myself a second mule, it looks like. We've got a few things here. The IK armor that we got from that friendly stranger. This Lenimo sash is just a great early game sash. We've got our gold wrap, good magic find sash, war hat, which is good for a peasant crown war hat, which is good for a low level paladin, a hammerdin, or even a sorceress. Colossus Volge with 4 sockets. We're going to use that to make a future Merc rune word. I think it's the insight that we make in that one. We've got a Volge, which is the same thing, just a lower level. This is, you need 200 strength, so you need a pretty high level Merc for that one. This one's a much lower level. We've got our Spirit Sword. That's a great starter runeward sword for any sort of caster. So we'll use that for a Hammerden. We would use that for a Sorceress as well, and we did. This is just a cool Javelin. I've never seen one with +5 to Jav and Spear skills, so I thought that was worth hanging on to. A 4-socket shield. We can use that to make a Spirit Shield down the line. We also have a high resistance Pally shield. That's F. We can use that to make a Spirit as well. Maybe an Exile. I don't think that's good enough for an Exile. We have a Trang wing to go along with some Trang gloves, and then just a good low-level sorceress weapon, as well as we did find our own Tails amulet, and then this is just a garbage amulet, Mahima Oak Curio, as well as an Eye of Etlich and a Zoic Relic, just a couple of low-level amulets for us. So we got some low-level stuff here on this mule. We need to figure out what we can get rid of, though, because, oh, and also a Grizz helmet that we found. So we've already found some pretty cool stuff, but we need to make room. So let's just do this. We'll go ahead and we'll make a new mule to join us here. We'll make this one a sorceress just in case we want to transition here. And we'll go ahead and drop those items onto. It's gonna be a while till I have a smiter, so I can drop all this stuff to this new sorceress, and then I will get my paladin back in here. We're gonna go ahead and say that we've got ourselves ready here, so we can see our sorceress now is up to level 87. That gives us 10 stat points to play with, because I forget exactly what I'm going to need to get to make sure I can wear the armor when we get the Tails armor, so I'm saving a little there. Vitality 201, Energy 206, and we've got our skill tree right now where we are maxed on Meteor, maxed on Fireball, working on Fire Mastery, we're maxed on Blizzard, and maxed on Cold Mastery. And then, of course, we have our Teleport and our Static Field just with one each, and Lightning Mastery coming from some equipment. So we've got pretty good gear. We've got all Tails. We've got just minus the armor where we've got a Skin of the Viper Magi. We do have 30 Nagels for our rings. We are wearing garbage boots. We have not seen any better boots come along yet, so for now, we're just wearing what we've got. But yeah, that's about it. That's where we're at so far in this challenge. That's where we are so far in this process of getting going here on the Digital Fishbowl, and we'll continue working through this. So tune in every day, all day, and check out where we're at in this Diablo 2 adventure.